Yo, guys, Hangover Gang, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, this is the last Tom's Day for 2022. So here at Urb'n Barz, we want to say thanks to Tom MacDonald and the whole Hangover Gang. Nova, parents, Adam, Mad Child, everyone who's connected with Tom MacDonald and Hangover Gang. But also, guys, I want to say thank you to all of you who have tuned in and watched all of my reactions here at Urb'n Barz over the last 12 months. And I particularly look forward each and every single Tom's Day, whether he was dropping a new track, whether it was one of Tom's skits or an update or whatever. But guys, this is going to be the last Tom's Day and the last reaction for 2022. So let Tom speak.
This is a truly family-run operation. Normally, Nova and I do all the packing and shipping of the physical albums, but this time around, I've brought in my mom, my dad, and my sister to help pack and send albums to all of you.
Guys, I just want to wheel it a little bit. It was just so nice to see Tom being himself and that really lovely smile on his face. I mean, is there anything better than when someone is happy? I don't
Nova
think
and
so.
I do all the packing and shipping of the physical albums, but this time around, I've brought in my mom, my dad, and my sister to help pack and send albums to all of you.
And that is amazing, guys. This is what a family business looks like and should be like as well. And this is what a business which is independent looks like. It's all hands to the pump, people. You cannot afford to carry any passengers because not only are these guys doing all the work, but there's a deadline to meet as well. So each and every copy that you guys have ordered, these guys are personally picking out, putting together, signing, packaging, sending out, distributing, etc., etc. So there's an element of love that's gone into this, you know. So it's not a machine or anything that's doing this. It's actually been done by hand, and it's actually been done by Tom and his family. That's incredible.
I autograph them, Adam autographs them, then we pack them, label them, and ship them ourselves.
So this would have been the Brave, isn't it? Because if this is Tom and Adam, let's have a look at this.
Label them and ship them ourselves.
Hold on, just go.
There is no record label. There is no manager. There is no marketing team or publicist.
Oh shoot, I've missed it. Yeah, sorry guys, I've messed up on that. Apologies. So this was for the Brave. I actually thought this was a new one. I thought this was the one for his recent double album, but obviously this is for the Brave. But Tom's just saying this is what happens when you're an independent artist. You have to do this stuff. And I remember growing up, I mean, back in the days, we had people like MC Hammer. I know a lot of people don't rate him, this, that, and everything else, but he was independent back in the days. He used to sell his tracks from out the back of his van. He used to drive around, was it Oakland, all these places, whatever. And it's not just MC Hammer. There were so many artists who were doing it in the 1990s, in the early 90s. And that's how they made bank, people. They got involved, literally got involved.
Autograph them, Adam autographs them, then we pack them, label them, and ship them ourselves. There is no record label. There is no manager. There is no marketing team or publicist or PR or anything.
Yeah, it's Nova. So no record label, no manager, no marketing, no publishing. It's all them. So literally they're probably working 24 hours a day to get this done. And he's been doing this each and every single time he drops his albums. That's incredible, guys.
It's just me,
Nova.
my girlfriend, and my family.
Whoa.
And Adam's family. In a day and age where big corporations are more focused on bleeding people for every single dollar than putting their heart and soul into their product, it has to be this way.
So he's dropping his autographs. I worked for a record company, big record company, for 10 years, people. So I know all the ins and outs of what goes on behind the scenes. And what always bothers me, guys, about today's day and age, I can understand years ago when you had physical copies. So for instance, the artist is always, you know, the artist will get so many points on a record, album, whatever you want to call it, but then they say, oh, we've got to take points off of you for, okay, I understand marketing, distribution, whatever, but for the creation, production of the whatever. So when you're producing, what do they call it? I don't even know, streams, is that what they call it? And digital copies, whatever. There's no physical copy. Why is the artist penalized? Should the artist not get more points? Because you're not producing anything. Once you have a master and then you're just dropping off tracks from that master, you're not printing them on anything. So literally you're dropping off. How can I explain this? So literally there's no artwork. The artwork is done once. You're not having to reprint that artwork. You're not having to print physical copies, etc., etc. So why are the artists of today getting penalized? So when it's all streams and digital bits, zeros and ones, whatever, why is that not then being picked up and distributed to the artist? I don't understand. If someone can tell me, because I got out of the record business before all of this digital, this, that, and 3/3 came along. When I was still around, there were still CDs. I know we were starting to move on to MP3 and stuff like that, but it was CDs, vinyl. That was it, and cassette, etc. So I can understand how the record industry could say, okay, it costs us money to produce this material. We have, like, vinyl costs a lot of money to produce and make. But I don't understand why the artists are not benefiting these days. They should be getting a higher slice of the cake. Because literally, once you have the master there, you're just printing from that master. It doesn't cost anything. Really? Guys, ran over. Really? Unbelievable. But understand, like with Tom is actually producing a physical copy, something that you will always own. And that makes sense. So it costs money to produce these. It costs money to, back in the days, the vinyl, you had to get the lacquer and all this sort of stuff, etc. But to make a CD, you know, you have to pay for the material, you have to pay for the printing, and each one of these has album art, cover art, etc., etc. You know, so that makes sense. I understand why it costs more for someone like Tom doing his stuff, but for someone like the record labels now, where literally you download something now, isn't it? You don't physically own anything, really. Guys, I don't understand. And we're being charged more, but the artist doesn't get paid for it. I don't understand.
Me, my girlfriend,
don't understand.
And my family, and Adam's family. In a day and age where big corporations are more focused on bleeding people for every single dollar than putting their heart and soul into their product, it has to be this way. You guys know I don't do features. I make music with people who I consider my family. So it's only right that me and my family send that music to all of you. Our new album, The Brave, out now at hangovergang.com.
He does these so well, doesn't he? Really brilliant. You know, there's no words are wasted. I love the sort of the guitar music behind that as well. Sorry guys, I ranted in the middle of it, and the reason I ranted because it just came to me. It makes sense. It's like, I don't understand how record companies these days, when they go to the artists and they say, oh gosh, we have to recoup this, that, and 3/3, whatever. I could understand years ago when they were making physical copies, because it does cost money to produce and to send out, to distribute stuff. But if you're distributing stuff online, literally it's a touch of a button. I don't understand why all of those savings they're making for not having physical copies, why is that not put back in and given to the artist as more points? I don't understand it, but if anyone knows, let me know down here in the comment section. But what Tom was saying is, this is a labor of love. So literally, Tom's family, Adam Calhoun's family, and everyone were involved in not only making the record, but in ensuring it's packaged and sent out to each and every one of you who bought it. Guys, here at Urb'n Barz, I've had a great year. Absolutely brilliant 2022, covering Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockefeller, Adam Calhoun, Mad Child, you know, the Hangover Gang in so many different ways. I've loved some of the skits from Tom MacDonald, from Adam Calhoun. I've loved some of the behind the scenes from Nova Rockefeller. I've recently got into listen to some of the tracks from Mad Child, etc. It's been a blast, guys. I absolutely love it. And I'm really looking forward to 2023 and listen to more Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockefeller, Adam Calhoun. Although I've heard he may not be making music anymore, I'm not sure about that, and Mad Child stuff. So, guys, also, it's been a great year interacting with each and every one of you guys. It's been fantastic. I've had so many great conversations. You know, I love the tracks which are funny. I love the tracks which push the buttons, and I absolutely love the tracks where you guys have really related to them because it's something that relates to you. I remember there was one of the tracks, and a lot of you were telling me about things like PTSD and things, you know, really personal things, personal to you, that you've shared with me, and I really feel absolutely privileged to absolutely discuss some of those stories with you and to have heart to hearts with some of you guys. And yeah, it's been an absolute privilege. It really has been a privilege, and it's been a privilege to actually learn so much more. Like, some of you guys know so much about the whole Hangover Gang family, Tom, and etc. etc. You told me so many bits and pieces. I'm going back into his older stuff, older back catalogue, and I've found some really interesting stuff there. So I hope that 2023 is going to continue, and that we go along the Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockefeller, Hangover Gang journey, and yeah, wherever it takes us. But guys, really appreciate everything you've done this year. You've really made it easy for me to do this channel. And guys, it's been an absolute blast. And yes, sometimes I rant, sometimes I moan, but believe me, 80% and probably a lot higher, probably 95%, probably 97% of the time, guys, it is an absolute blessing to do this. And even the times when it's not been so great, you guys have made it bearable. So I do appreciate you, and I thank you. And I hope you guys really do stay with me here on this channel and we grow together. But guys, as I always say, and I'll sign off now here at Tom's Day, the last one of the year, thank you to Tom MacDonald and family. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to Hangover Gang. Thank you, each and every one of you. You've made my job so much easier and so enjoyable. I love each and every single one of you. Absolutely do. I love reading all your comments here in the comment section. Have a great rest of 2022. Have an absolutely blessed and brilliant 2023, guys. Absolutely love you from the bottom of my heart, guys. As I always say, and I absolutely mean it at the bottom of my heart, look after yourselves, look after each other, go out, have a good time, but make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys. Let's see each other again in 2023. Take care. Peace.